Do any of us have, here's a question. Everyone's best/funniest cat/dog stories. Do we have any of those? I know you're a snake man.
I have become a snake man now. Strangely, it is no longer just Ben, but as of just a few months ago, I am now looking after a 5 to 6 foot long sun glow boa constrictor named Helios.
Wow.
So actually, I do have a small cat and Helios story. Although that snake in the chat there is actually Eros, a different snake that my partner Sandra is looking at, who is like 6 or 7 feet long. He's huge. But long story short, once I brought the snake in, I was a little worried about like having a snake who I take out of the tank occasionally, and a cat share the same space. Obviously, like, the snake is no real danger to the cat due to the size of my cat, big. But cats can be a little bit of a danger to snakes. So I was a little worried that they were going to kind of... MySpace did not register the snake as a thing. Like, just nothing. Like, treated it as an inanimate object for the first, like, month or two, I want to say. And then I don't know what shifted, but now they both want to be best friends. Aww. So anytime that I have Helios out, he wants to pay attention to MySpace, and MySpace wants to pay attention to Helios, and I have to sit in the middle and be like, I can't trust you two.
Yeah, it's lovely when that happens, but yeah, you do need to make sure that your animals stay safe when you're dealing with interspecies.
Yeah, it's extremely cute, but it is completely unpredictable, so the safe thing to do is to keep them gently separated.
Bus stop.
And they just kind of stare at each other.
Did we achieve all stop?
Bus stop.
All stop.
Fantastic.
Great work. So yeah, I was not expecting to turn into a snake person this late in life, but apparently that's a thing that happens.
Yeah. Starfleet accepts all people, including Ophidians.
Yeah.
I have a short story.
Please.
On October 10th, a squirrel climbed my leg.
What?
Yes, I was standing on the sidewalk waiting for Ian to pick me up in a van that he had rented.
Yeah.
And a squirrel came up to me, investigated my shoe, and then climbed my leg. And I got a little bit of video of it, which I could share later, but I felt blessed. And for hours later, I could still feel the tiny claws upon my thigh.
Nick,
this just feels right.
It feels right. It looks weird.
Right. The steam is very good right now.
Yeah.
Can I say, too, that of the people who are pulling off the uniforms the best, Ben is just filling that uniform out perfectly.
Shoulder's good.
Color, shoulders.
I feel like I look like frumpy as heck.
Oh, you look sharp, like you're about to snap a man's neck in two.
I didn't realize until I put this on how smart the design is. That it narrows the torso.
Yes.
Right. This cutting in. Right.
Maybe your torso.
Well.
This thing cuts in at the exact wrong place for me.
Oops.
I'll take care of that.
The pain box has fallen over. I hope that's not a problem.
It should be fine.
Okay.
We're telling stories about cats, dogs, and other animals.
Yeah.
Oh!
Large same, Chief Boomer. That is why I, sadly, am not wearing a uniform and have chosen to be an ambassador instead. The sizes available were limited.
That's also why most of us are in red.
Yeah.
I have a dog story.
A dog story?
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is my first desert bus having a dog.
Yeah.
I've got Remy. So recently we discovered he likes to kind of like paw everything into like a nest to sleep on, kind of a thing. So he'll go in circles and like bunch the blanket up underneath him.
Oh yeah.
And so he was doing it the other day as my partner and I were going to bed. We were just kind of watching him because it's like really, really cute. And we're just like being silent because if you say anything, he'll be like, oh, what's going on? And he'll stop being cute and just go to sleep. So he, out of nowhere, leans down and actually picks up the blanket with his mouth and like starts kind of wrapping himself in it. And like I was like, and like so is Nicole at the station. She's like, and he like stops and he's like, oh well, now I'm not doing it. He drops that blanket and just like he just goes to sleep normally, and we're like, ah.
When dogs figure out how to use blankets, it's always the cutest.
Yeah. Oh God, I felt the guiltiest yesterday because it was the first time that I have not been in my house at night for a very long time. My partner who is staying there sent me a picture of my cat waiting by the door.
Aw.
No.
I miss you, MySpace. I'm sorry. I'll be back. I promise.
We could shriek at you to make it feel like home.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. No, this is good. This is good. All right.
I don't know what, like it's getting worse as we progress to actually leaving the house more and more. But like Baxter has turned into just such a massive suck over the course of the pandemic, because we used to have 2 cats and now very sadly we have only the 1 cat, and that was during the time where we've been home all the time. And so now when there are days when there's no one else in the house, when we get home, he's like, I need my snuggles. And he gets very, very snuggled. He jumps up onto your lap and sort of like crawls up your torso a little bit and makes very distinctive vocalizations of like, that's a great gif of Baxter, by the way.
Yeah.
Very distinctive vocalizations of like a like small chirpy ones, and then sort of like bodily flops like bump into like the side of you, and is like, I sit, and then you're like, well, this is impractical because I was trying to use my computer and now I can't do any work. So managed to sort of get him down onto your lap where he's only incapacitating one hand, and you can do enough work with that. Then you're like, well, my left hand is the cat's now. That's fine. I'll just type like this. That's the dumbest picture I've taken of him in ages. He literally fell asleep like a baby on Kathleen.
Amazing.
It's impractical. What a strange beast we allow live in our home.
I was actually going to ask you, how's Baxter doing with the new place?
He was very out of sorts for the first week. Now he's fine, though he does occasionally lose us.
Okay.
Like sometimes he'll be like,
Yeah,
and we're like, Baxter, we're up here, you dumbass. And he's like, "Murr," and like tears up the stairs, you know.
Yeah.
And he's always been an inside cat, but now we have a garage, and so he does the thing that outside cats do, where he'll like in the morning because he sleeps in our bed, he'll get up, come downstairs, have some food, and then he'll paw and meow to go outside into the garage for about 5 minutes, and then be like, "Ah," and then you have to let him back into the house, which is fine because it's not going outside. So
I've started trying to leash train MySpace to go outside.
we tried that with Baxter, and he just we put the harness on him, and he shut down.
Yep.
He just stopped all synaptic functions. Just
That's 100% what happened with the harnesses that I bought from the pet store. However, I found one that is a very kind of like low impact. It's low stress on cats. And also comes in a variety of designs, including the one that I got, which is a NASA spacesuit themed with monogrammed name tag for MySpace.
That's amazing.
But it's just like one flat piece that has a big, soft, like Velcro that goes behind the legs, and then another one that goes around the neck. And just like, MySpace is fine with it. Doesn't bother her. Outside's still scary, but she likes to go outside.
Cool.
Seems great.
Yeah.
All right.
It was on Etsy. I'm afraid I cannot give you a specific URL. And I do not happen to have a photo handy, but there's probably one on my Twitter somewhere.
Back when I was a bird owner, I did buy a harness for Bugsy, a little green cheek conure. And again, similar issue of it just shut down.
Yeah, Graham, it looks like that one from that Ask Who just posted.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice. Cat.exe has encountered an error and must close. Yeah, they just shut down. Just.
So I just had a fun moment.
Oh?
I said I was going to go investigate the kombucha when there were more people on stage.
Yep.
And I've been sitting here waiting for there to be more people on stage.
No.
This is it.
So,
These are all the people.
this is, we four
Yep.
are, on paper, the entertainers for Night Watch.
This is what you get, folks.
We have,
I got to get used to
we've
this.
got Ben, we've got Max. Johnny is apparently also here, sort of in and out a little bit.
He's in the ducks, the Jeffries tubes.
Ah, yes, named after.
Matt Jeffries, the inventor of matte paintings.
Yes.